my name is Darlene Antoinette and welcome back to my channel. So I need for you to do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and press that post notification bell so you will never miss out when I post another video, okay? So today is going to be a very candid moment because I'm definitely digging deeper into more personal experiences in regards to the reason why I'm on my own self-love journey and how I am the way I am now, and just what has helped me to progress to where I am now. Okay, so I want to say that I'm just going to go ahead and just start the story. Okay, so I feel like the most essential part of this was 2014, and I got into a relationship. Something that I always desired. I always enjoyed relationships. The thought of relationships was very interesting to me. So much that at one point of my life when I was younger, I wanted to be a family and marriage therapist. I got into a relationship, and this was a relationship that I had never kind of had before, you know. It was different. It allowed me to live with a significant other. That was very exciting for me. And before I even got into the relationship, I told myself that I was shutting down. Like, okay, this is a new beginning. This is my 3rd year of college. I'm gonna save myself. The next person that I do it with, he will be my boyfriend, at least. I'm not in, we didn't have to be married in this particular situation. I desired to be married one day, but at that time I wasn't looking for a husband. I just wanted a boyfriend. So, but even when I was wanting to have a boyfriend, it was still to be like, hopefully you could be my husband. So anyway, I finally got into this relationship. So I told myself I'm cutting myself off. The next person that I desire a relationship, the next person that comes into my life and I do it with, it's gonna be my boyfriend. And so I met a person that came back around, but I knew them like previously. And it was a very interesting feeling. It was a different feeling. It was a feeling that I enjoyed. It was somebody I found attractive. Okay? I think it was more so that. More than anything. But it was deeper than it. It was a feeling. It was a feeling. I had a feeling. It was a good feeling. That's all that mattered at that time. And so I just went with that feeling, you know? And so in the beginning, I felt like it was perfect. It felt perfect. And then what looked like perfection then quickly spiraled downward into like everything I didn't want. But I thought I had everything that I thought I wanted or I desired at that time. Like I thought they were that person. Hopefully this is making sense to y'all. But I thought he was that person. But it just ended up, it's like it literally did it was the complete opposite. And so when that happened, I was just always in search for that feeling again. Like after I found out the truth about everything, I was still chasing that initial feeling. Like I wanted to get back to that. Like, why doesn't it feel like this again? Like I just want to get back to that. And so like the more I chased that feeling, the more the emotional place of it, it was just like we just grew further apart, you know? And so through that relationship, got pregnant very early and had a baby. Because I felt like they were somebody that I could spend the rest of my life with. I felt that way. I was very optimistic about the journey. I was very optimistic. But I don't think I was optimistic enough. And I probably will explain that later. But so I got pregnant, and then it just seemed like just everything just continued to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And so 2014 specifics, cheating, stuff like that. Like that's just but that happened. A lot of stuff. It wasn't just that, it was a lot of stuff. So to say it was just that one thing, no, it was a lot of different things. And so through the relationship, I had a time where I had to get a surgery. And this surgery, me knowing that I had to get the surgery done, took me through probably one of the most stressful times of probably my whole entire life. I don't think I ever stressed over anything more than that surgery. Not even being pregnant. I had no thoughts about anything negative in regards to my pregnancy. I knew I was having a boy. I knew I was going to get pregnant. I knew I was going to have a boy. I already knew that. I already knew that. Like, that was just something I already knew before I was even told a surgery. And I never had stressed about anything more than that surgery in my whole entire life. My dad had passed away and had a baby. I was in a toxic relationship. But nothing rocked my world more than knowing that I had to get this particular surgery done. Because of the magnitude of it, it was a big surgery, but yet it was a minimal surgery. But the fact that I even had to get a surgery, and I never had a surgery ever in my whole entire life, it was like, wow, like, I can't believe I have to go through this. And the crazy thing about it is, the surgery could have possibly affected a part of my body that I always had a dislike towards. It's getting fucking deep in this shit, bro. What the fuck? This shit coming back up, bro. Alright. The surgery could possibly affect something, a physical body part on myself, and it was gonna affect the exact thing that I disliked about myself the most. And so me knowing I had to have the surgery just made me so much more appreciative of that particular body part. So much more love instead of dislike. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. It really made me so much more appreciative. Because you feel like you hate this thing so much. And then you find out that you could possibly lose it. It's a whole nother story. And then you realize how much you really do truly love it. So I went through the surgery. I was in this relationship during the surgery. And that was the first time in my life that I didn't care about anything else but me getting better. That was the only thing that mattered to me at that time. That was the only thing that mattered. That was so significant because I feel like when you're always chasing validation from other people and always there to make everybody else happy. But that surgery made me realize, like, it wasn't like a forceful thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna love myself. It was like, no, it forced me into that, because it's like, okay, I want to live, or okay, I want this, I want that, I want all things to go well with this. So in this particular situation, nothing else matters but me getting better. I don't care about nothing else but getting better. And that's the first time that I just ever cared that much about myself, than always trying to cater to other people. And so I feel like me going through that stage at that time, it was definitely felt in my relationship. Um, he would say, "Are you still here? We live together and everything, but are you still like doing this? Like, are we still doing a relationship?" And it's just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you do. I don't care where you go. I don't give a fuck about shit. I just want to get better, because I feel like I stress myself so much that after the surgery and I released that stress, it just hit me like a ton of bricks after the surgery. So it was just like, even though physically I was okay, the surgery and everything went well, but emotionally and mentally, I was not okay. I was not okay at all. And so me stressing about, like, having that come over my body, it just felt like I just had to put myself in, okay, you need to gain control. Like, you need to gain control of yourself, because you could die, you know? I mean, it wasn't that dramatic, but it's like, if you don't calm down, if you don't get yourself together, if you don't just control yourself, like, just close everything else out for a second. Close everything else out. It's you. Do you want to live? Do you want to get better? Do you want to feel better? Calm down. And so during that time, I did start like meditating more. You know, I was like just trying to calm myself down, because I was always on 10. Like, I felt that way. But, you know, even when I went to the doctor, you know, because I would always feel like my heart was just racing and stuff. And everything will always come back like, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine, you're fine. So it's just like, damn, all of this shit is in my head, you know? Like, I just gotta calm down, you know? Calm down. And that's something that I struggle with, was learning how to balance my own emotions. I never learned how to balance my own emotions. And I never realized how important it was to your physical life, the life that you live. I didn't understand how important that was. Like, being wavering back and forth with like what other people do, or being so reactive, like, it's so toxic, right? So you just want to be, if you balance your emotions and you don't allow anything to come in to disrupt that, you have a more peaceful life, you know? So, anyway, so I went through the surgery and everything. And so then after the surgery, some time after the surgery, the relationship didn't get any better. It got worse, okay? You can go to one of the videos below. I did 3 songs about some toxic stuff. Look, if you want the toxicity of it, I put them in song form down below where I wrap them out for y'all. So if you want the toxic stuff, then that's right there. But then I also put like a happy ending on it, which is really cute. But yeah. So we end up breaking up. And so then that's when I had to, you know, continue to get follow-up surgery not follow-up surgery, but just follow-up appointments, and having the follow-up appointment and having the possibility to have the surgery again. And that's why I was like, no, I can't do that shit, bro. Like, I can't take myself through that emotional roller coaster again. And that's when I began to search. That is when I began to go on my own. spiritual journey. And I felt like I went on a voyage to just search for answers. Like, there has to be something else. Like, this cannot be the only answer to my issue. And so then I went into the first stage of my spiritual journey, my own self-love journey, is Dr. Sebi. And I kind of went through that stage of doing alkaline and becoming vegan and becoming vegetarian and fasting and all that kind of stuff. And I did receive some good results from that type of stuff, but it just felt like it just wouldn't stick because I was kind of, even though I felt like it was the answer, there was still some resistance because it had me doing things that was outside of happiness, you know, my peace, my joy. Like, anything that you try to put yourself on a strict thing to do, it's very like so hard and so rough. I feel like it's hard and rough for a reason because it's like you're pushing yourself into something that you're not ready for at that moment. If you're gonna make any type of decision to change a lifestyle like that, I feel like you should always do it gradually. Allow yourself to do it gradually. But yeah, so I got results, but I just was not satisfied. And so I was at work and I used to listen to audiobooks a lot, and I came across The Secret. And I'm just like, what is this secret? Like, what is this? Like, I even downloaded it, didn't listen to it for a while. And then one day I was like, it's time to listen to it. Like, I need to know what's in this book. And so I began to read it, and it was just one of the most beautiful messages I ever heard in my whole entire life. And from that moment on, it became my life. And I really have had amazing experiences in life due to that book. And then that's when my journey began. That is when I need to listen to more teachers, more people. Did anybody else know about this? Oprah knows about this. Okay, Jim Carrey. Okay, I need to know everything. I need to know like what I need to do. And so I just got so wrapped up into it that I then began to dilly dabble in a whole lot of other stuff. You know, just learning about like different books. You know, with self-improvement and stuff like that. And there's been a lot of twists and turns and belief changing, and okay, that makes sense. Okay, now that don't make sense, but this makes sense. Okay, that don't make sense, but this makes sense. And it's just like, you just be like, what is right? What is the right answer? It seems like it's always fluctuating. This is right, now then that's wrong. Then that person saying this is right and that's wrong. I needed to find somebody that had a consistent message. I needed the message to be as consistent as The Secret. Like, it got to a point where it's just like, if you're not on the same consistency of what The Secret is speaking about, then I don't want to listen to it, because I don't need you putting contradiction in my mind about having limited belief about stuff. Like, so if I'm going to listen to a teacher, I kind of want to listen to that one consistently, because it's like, I don't want to switch up on my faith. I want to keep my faith consistent on whatever the belief is about. Like, I don't want to hear this person saying it this way and this person saying it that way, and it's two different things. I wanted it to be consistent. And so, she also came out with The Greatest Secret, which dives in way deeper. You know, if you listen to The Secret and you think that's like all about materialistic, she also has The Power, which talks about the importance of your emotions. And your emotions pretty much drive everything, drives your entire life. I mean, if you think about it, when you're in a good mood, you kind of like go with the flow. Like, everything is just flowing, everything is good, until something comes in and could possibly mess it up. But that's your job, to just keep it flowing. Like, oh, nope, not today. I'm just going to keep it going. We're just going to keep it going. Like, that's just how you just have to kind of move. Because, you know, if you allow people to mess up your emotional vibrational place, then you mess up the trajectory of your life, like not the entire life, but the next moments, until you change. So yes, so I went on that journey, listened to The Secret and then The Greatest Secret, and then I stumbled upon Jerry. Sorry if you hear a toilet, my son is using the bathroom. And then I listened to Jerry and Abraham and Esther Hicks. I listened to that during that time. The way the message was displayed was a little bit uncomfortable for me in the beginning. And then once I became more spiritually involved, I came across their teachings and content again, and it made so much more sense about the stuff that she was saying. So that is where I am right here and right now. And, you know, I kind of went back and forth on, do I want to really talk about my whole spiritual side because it's not the typical, you know, like Christian? Because I grew up a Christian. And do I still consider myself a Christian? I guess so, because I actually do believe in Jesus. And I believe in God, a higher source. But this is implemented into my life and actually helps me to understand Christianity way more. So that's a good thing. But I just gave it an easier title. And I say it's my self-love journey, because the truth of it is you can have, do, or be anything that you desire in this life. Like whatever you want, you can have it. You just have to ask. You have to believe that you can receive it. And then it comes. It comes every time. But you have to start small. You don't have to start small, but just start with small things. You know, just setting goals for yourself. That's pretty much what it is. Just setting goals and just allowing those goals to just take place. The reason why I created this video was because I wanted to talk about this in regards to my son's father. Yeah, so I spoke about the relationship and how it didn't work out. Like I said, it was a child involved. And so it was just better for us to part ways. And it was the best. It gave me peace. It gave me peace to know that I wasn't being cheated on. And that's just how I truly felt. Like, at least I'm not being cheated on. Like, that's just not a good feeling. It helped me to have a different mentality in regards to that situation. I used to, since we've been broken up, I used to always be angry about the fact that he wasn't involved. And I used to always feel like, why do I have to go through this? I guess I felt like I imprisoned myself in this particular situation. I might need to cut that part out. I ain't gonna say that part. But 24/20, I remember that. But he was, you know, just doing whatever he wanted to do, and I just felt like I was just trapped in being a parent, you know. And that's not really kind of how I envisioned it, but I didn't work on me. I just went back to that person that just tried to please other people in hopes that they do the same thing for me. In hopes for. And I was playing it all wrong. Now that I understand, you know, the way life is and, you know, how the universe works or how God works. And so now, even though my baby's father is not in his life, it doesn't bother me anymore. I know what my desire is in regards to that situation. And I know that at the right time, at the right place, at the right moment, the right things will happen. But I don't spend my life waiting for that moment. I live my life. I live my life freely. I live my life as I truly desire to do. I've had many situations where I probably should have chosen myself, and I didn't. And now I feel like I'm truly understanding the importance of putting yourself first. For the first time ever, having gone through a surgery, having gone through a 3-year toxic relationship, finally evolving to this place where I understand the importance of it, you know? And I used to always hear people say, well, if you want to be in a happy relationship, don't focus on trying to get a man. Just focus on you and the man will come. And that rings so much more better. Like, I know I probably said that crazy, but that sounds so much better. Now, when I think about it, because it's like, okay, for the right man to come into my life, I have to stop looking for him. And I should just focus on me. I should just focus on me. I should figure out what I like, what I want. It's not about me. I want to be in a relationship. A relationship is a luxury. It's another thing. It's an amazing thing. It's a part of your life. But it's not all of your life. It could be an amazing part. So, in the meantime, because that is not what I have at this moment, okay, what can I do in the meantime? Well, I can try out different things with my hair. I can work on my makeup. I can work on how I dress. I can work on how I have my house decorated. I can work on maybe a little bit more organization. I could do a morning routine. I could do a night routine. What do I like to eat? What do I like to drink? What kind of alcohol do I like? Do I like wine? Do I like liquor? Do I like a lot of friends? Do I like time with myself? How's my sleep schedule? How am I doing at work? How much money do I want to make? Do I want my own business? What do I want to do with my life? Those are the questions that you should be asking yourself. But also, I don't want to take away the part about being in a relationship. If you want to be in a relationship, you can have whatever you desire, but you have to allow it. And I'm at a place of allowing for a relationship, in a place of allowing. And then also with my son's father. I don't care if he ever comes around for my son or not. I desire for him to, but I move on with my life. And through me just living my life at the perfect time, they would come along. And me having this type of mentality, it keeps me in a peaceful place, and I'm no longer bitter baby mama. So, I like this mentality. I like this new me. I'm pretty zen. I'm pretty chill. I just be chilling, y'all. And really going through my own self-love journey. Like, really, if you hear my son in the background, there he is. The little blessing that came into my life. But, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is about a 30-minute video, which is pretty good. That's why I am where I am right now. I was always the person that always liked to start over. Okay, this didn't go right. Okay, well, let me start over. Okay, let me start over. And then it never really allowed me to progress in a lot of different things. Not everything, but in certain things, it never allowed me to progress because I was a start over queen. I had it so bad that I would change my name like every, you know what, we're going to leave that part out. I just always wanted to start over. Let's start over. And now I'm getting to a place where it's just like, okay, I'm tired of starting over. I'm 26 years old. how many times am I going to start over? Wherever I am right here, right now, what I've done, put out, boom, it's there. I really don't care anymore. That was in the past. Okay, I'm on to the next thing. You doing a little bit over here. Okay, great. I don't feel like doing that no more. Boom, I'm over here doing something. Okay, great. I don't feel like doing that no more. Oh, I'm over here doing this. Oh, yeah, that again. That's the perfect time to do it. I'm over here. I'm doing this. Oh, I'm over here. You just have to, don't stress yourself about it. Just go with the flow, but just go with the good feeling flow. Like, what emotions feel good to you? And, you know, I'm really, really just learning how to just find more time for myself. That's it. That's it. That's all I want. And the person that I felt like at that time I hated the most, and I know hate is a very strong word, but I'm only saying how it was. But I'm not a place of hate anymore. I'm very peaceful about it. But even when I was at that place, I felt like it's not hate. Because if you change your perspective a little bit slighter, you'll see that it's not hate. It's actually love. If you really, really hate a person, you have to really re-examine the reason why you hate that person and the reasons why I hated him. I'm just being real. It's because he was a cheater and stuff like that. But then more so than anything, he wanted to have fun. That was the fucking biggest thing. Like, he just wanted to have fun. And I'm just like, why are you having fun? You don't have time for fun. What are we doing? We are such and such years old. Fun? And it was just like, why can't I have some fun? And I'm just like, no, it's not time for fun. And so now that I've elevated to this place, I'm just like, damn, it was nothing wrong with a little bit of fun. And that's one thing that I never allowed myself to do, was to have fun. I just always felt like, man, I mean, I did allow myself to have fun sometimes, but I had got to a place where I had a child, so I felt like, okay, all fun is out. We're parents now. We have to do these things. This is what we have to do. And all the fun was gone. And so who wants to be in a relationship or any type of situation where there's no fun in it anymore? No fun in it anymore. So that was the biggest thing. And I know you would say that it's a such thing as too much fun. Well, it depends on what kind of fun. It depends on what you consider fun. It depends on what you consider fun. But for the most part, if you go with the good feeling flow, you can't go wrong. Because even if you're doing something and it's spiraling out of control, you understand the spiraling. So just go with the feeling of peace, And so that's where I am now. I'm taking the high road, because not even for the person. I am taking the high road for the person, but bigger than that, I'm taking the high road for myself, because if I allow myself to be bitter or things like that, that is negatively affecting my life. I don't affect other people's lives. I do affect other people's lives. We all do. We're all interconnected. But you have to understand that everybody really is just living their own lives. Like, they're doing them. And so you just have to allow yourself to just be free. I just wanted to be free more than anything. I just always just wanted to be free. And he represented freedom for me. But the sight of somebody having freedom, it's like, I hate you. Like, ooh, you felt that way. And realizing the whole time, the reason why you hated a person was the true reason why, of something that you wanted to do. You always just wanted to be free. And now I'm at a place where I'm like, cool. I never enjoyed dating ever, because I was always like, where's my man? Where's my husband? Like, it was some serious shit, okay? I always felt that way. And one thing I realized was that the girls that get relationships are the girls that don't stress about relationships. They don't even practically be looking for a boyfriend, and then boom, here he goes. You know, but I was the girl like, ooh, is that my man? Ooh, is that my man? Ooh, is that my man? You know, that was me. The fucking crazy one, right? And so I never allowed myself to enjoy dating ever. Because it was always so serious. What are you doing? What are we doing? I need to know. I don't have no time to waste. I'm looking for my husband, okay? That was me. And now it's just like, I know what my desire is. However, I can't stress about when, how, or who. I can have a desire about when, how, or who. I allow that to be a desire. And then at the perfect time, it will happen. And quite frankly, I don't really care when it happens. But at the perfect time, it will be the perfect time. And I feel that way about everything in life now. Like, you just know you can't have no stress about it. Don't worry about it. Don't get annoyed about it. Don't get irritated about it. It's like, just chill. Like, the more you chill about stuff, the easier things just come together. Chill. Calm down. You have to remember that when you are reacting to stuff, you're creating more of that to make it worse and worse and worse and worse. And if you stop it in its tracks, it's more likely for you to just allow yourself to go in a different direction. So I choose not to fuel that anymore. Anything, anything, any type of feeling that I didn't enjoy feeling. You know those feelings that you have that you did not enjoy feeling. So I choose not to feel those feelings. I choose not to think those thoughts. I choose to change my perspective about things because I'm affecting my life at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how I feel about another person. For me to just even have the negative emotional place is negatively affecting my life. I really do believe that we are creating our reality as we go. And if I'm over here hating this person, or I don't like this person, I'm jealous of this person, all of that is negatively affecting your life. Why? Because think of where you put yourself emotionally when you're thinking those negative emotions. And what are you doing? Like, you're not doing anything, so you're just bitter and mad and looking at somebody else's success. And I choose not to put myself in a emotional place like that, And so when I see people succeed, I am cheering them on. I'm congratulating them. I'm happy for them genuinely because it becomes inspiring. Like, wow, I can't believe I'm even in the vicinity of somebody that did something so amazing that you did. And although I have my own different journey, my own different path, me seeing your success helps me to see how successful I can be one day. That's the way that you have to look at it. When you see a girl walking past and she got a nice body, you just like, girl, yes, like your body is lit. Why do you do that? First and foremost, congratulations to her because she has an amazing body. And so you, quote unquote, praising her is congratulatory for her and she feels good. She doesn't need it, but I'm saying it's just nice to compliment people. And through you doing that, you positively affect yourself. You positively affect yourself. This is how this thing works, y'all. This is how life works. I'm giving you the tea. Well, now that I know that, at majority of all times, I desire to think and I desire to feel in the way that I desire to go. It allows me to be a forward thinker, and I've seen amazing results come from it. And it's called my self-love journey because I'm getting back to knowing me, understanding me, having things the way that I like them in all aspects of my life. In all aspects. Well, thank you for listening. This is a long video, very candid. This was a very candid video. Thank you for watching, and I will be talking to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.